Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Kimani Ichungw'a has come out to say that them in National Assembly and Senate, they have that powers to fire president, to fire deputy president, to fire cabinet ministers, to fire any public servant that is under William Ruto's government or any government. The mandate of National Assembly and Senate, they have powers to do so. When I watched that video, it was for yesterday, where Ichungw'a was speaking in Laikipia during the retreat. And I found that it was a good time so that I can update you, you understand whatever Kimani Ichungw'a was doing. But rather, it was good thing. So with what I have seen, I don't want to move out of the context of Kimani Ichungw'a. Whatever he was saying was with good faith towards his boss, William Ruto. He does not mean that he was going to fire the president. He doesn't mean that he was going to fire deputy president or cabinet ministers. But I have seen somewhere insisting when it comes to the issues of cabinet ministers. And that is why I have that video. I want you to spend just your time and to pay attention and watch whatever he's saying. It was very clear. So when you look at the way Ichungw'a, you know Ichungw'a is the majority leader in the National Assembly. And the majority is Kenya Kwanza. So in everything that is going to be in the house or in the floor of the house, Kimani Ichungw'a must give update to the president. And that is whatever he is supposed to do. So for him, he was just clarifying their mandate and the possibility of them even impeaching the president and deputy president. But I want you to watch that video. I want us to have a basis analysis towards the way he insisted towards the cabinet ministers. And that is going to be our base of analysis. So watch that video, the way he was talking yesterday, then we continue with our analysis.
On matters that relate to national government revenues and expenditure and oversight of national government state organs, then we do expect that the cabinet secretaries will be expected to appear before the National Assembly. And on matters that relate to counties, in line with the Constitution and in line with what I started with, in line with the provisions of Article 93(2), that cabinet secretaries will appear before the National Assembly on matters relating to national government issues and state organs, and on matters relating to county governments, they will appear before the Senate. We also review the conduct in office of the President and other state officers and initiate the process of removing them from office. And those state officers are all seated here, Your Excellency. And as I mentioned to you this morning, you did appoint, you nominated, we approved the appointment of both cabinet secretaries and principal secretaries, and you have the powers to hire and fire. But only one other institution has the power to fire, but has no powers to hire. That is the National Assembly. And therefore, we can initiate that process to remove from office those who do not serve the interest, as you said yesterday, Your Excellency, and I want to assure you that we will support you in ensuring that all members of government in the executive serve the interests of the public, and any that we will do, anything that will indicate that they are serving other interests other than the interests of the people of Kenya, we shall not hesitate, Your Excellency. As you said in your interview this week, that you have directed investigative agencies not to refer to you should they find any member of your government on the wrong side of the law. We do not expect myself and my brother Aaron that you shall also be calling any of us.
So now, I want us to talk about the cabinet ministers. If any cabinet minister is thinking that he is safe under the government of William Ruto, take it to the bank. You are not. You can be impeached anytime by both houses, but specifically National Assembly. Number two, you can be fired by the president who appointed you. You know, one thing that we don't understand, a bigger percentage of people do understand, is that after the president has already appointed a cabinet minister, he doesn't have any power towards them. The only power that he has is that he can fire them the way he wants, he can change them the way he wants. But those who can rubber stamp and a permanent stamp that person has been impeached, and as long as you have been impeached, you cannot come back or you cannot be reshuffled, is the National Assembly. But the president can decide that he is changing you, reshuffling. Maybe you are in the docket of health, you're being reshuffled to the docket of transport and road. But when it comes to the National Assembly, as long as they have found you are guilty, you are guilty. You are being impeached. And as long as you have been impeached, you cannot be reshuffled with any docket. You have gone like that. So Kimani Ichungw'a to come out to say that they have powers, this is a pure truth. That they can even decide to impeach the president. There are many countries that have come out to try that. As long as that team that has decided that they're impeaching William Ruto is a majority. So example, if Kenya Kwanza decide they want to impeach William Ruto and the majority, they can do it. They can do it. And that is why Kimani Ichungw'a to come out to say they have that powers to impeach president, deputy president, cabinet ministers, permanent secretaries, and any other public servant that is being vetted before the National Assembly. Then they have powers to do and fire them. But the only power that they don't have to appoint. The president is the one that appoints, then they vet, then they take back to the president, then he put aside. So ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts? Do you support that National Assembly is having powers to even fire the president William Ruto? You can drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much. Please consider liking, commenting, sharing this video. Bye bye till you meet on another video.